questions. Let me just share a couple of things that I've learned over the years about selling in today's world, right? And one of the big challenges, I wish I had a stand-up desk here. One of the big challenges that we have in the world that we live in is that most salespeople are taught to ask what a prospect wants, right? Ask them what they want, right? I had a guy yesterday post on my Facebook page. He literally posted on my Facebook page that before you even ask people what they want or why they want it, you should qualify them and get them, figure out how much money they can afford. And I'm like, dude, that is so salesy. Like, imagine you walk in and the first thing that a salesperson says to you is, well, let's get you qualified and see what you can afford. And they're like, it's just too aggressive. Like, the first thing you want to say when you guys start working with a new person is, why are you here? Right? In today's market, you are going to lose more clients and prospects because you ask the wrong questions or you ask it using the wrong tone, right? So when you guys start working with buyers, right? Let's talk about buyers right now. Let's just talk about when we work with buyers, right? If you guys have worked with the buyer in today's economy where they said they want to wait because of interest rates, if you've worked with somebody that says they're going to wait for prices to come down, if you've heard somebody say, I want to wait, and then 6 weeks later you call them and they're like, oh, we're under contract, just drop a heart, right? Whatever platform you're on, if you're on Instagram or TikTok, give me some money. I don't know how this works, but just let me know that you guys are alive out there, right? If you've ever had somebody tell you something like, hey, call me back in 90 days, call me back in 6 months. And then you call them back and they're like, oh, call me back again, right? Why are they saying that? And why are you consistently getting the call me back, call me back, call me back, right? Why are we consistently getting the call me back, call me back, call me back, call me back? And the reason why we get the call me backs is because of a few things. One is your tonality is off, right? Your tonality is off. You were told, what's up, Vanessa? My good friend on Instagram. When you guys were told how to sell, you were told to be super energetic and enthusiastic, right? Well, that can push people away. If you don't know how to use cadence and tonality the right way, you can push people away. So when you guys make a follow-up call, right? I spend a lot of time with my clients right now on tonality and getting appointments because a lot of you guys aren't getting appointments, right? Let's just be honest. A lot of us are not getting the appointments we want because when you guys are using the standard LP Mama 20-year-old shit script, right? It fucking sucks. It's garbage. When you guys are using that shit script from 20 years ago, well, that's for momentum-based markets. It's asking what they want, and then you go out and find what they want because they are in a momentum-based market. But in a skills-based market like we're in right now, what happens is if you ask them what they want and not why they want it, you're missing out on the emotion, right? People don't buy because of logic. They buy because of emotion and they justify with like, oh, I needed that new Ferrari. Oh, I need that 7,000 square foot house. Oh, I need the big bonus room, right? Oh, I need the Rolex, right? People buy because of emotion and they justify with logic. But how do we actually put that into play? Because a lot of people talk about that, but nobody actually understands what that means. So the way that we make that actionable is we have to learn how to ask questions in the right tone and cadence so it doesn't trigger your prospect to have what we call buyer's resistance or pull up their guards. So when you guys are talking to your prospects, right, when you guys are out there talking to your prospects, you got to know how to open the conversation up. And what we tend to do is we either talk way too fast or we talk way too slow. We're either too monotone or we're too up and down, right? And all of those things create sales resistance or sales pressure in the prospect's mind. Because what do they think you are? Well, they think you're a salesperson. And who wants to talk to a salesperson, right? Do any of you guys want to talk to a salesperson? No, but you do probably want to talk to somebody who can advise you on what's going on. You probably want to talk to somebody who's knowledgeable on what's going on. But nobody wants to be sold anymore, right? I personally like buying things, but I don't want to be sold, right? So think of something you've bought that was an expensive item, right? I bought a bike a few months ago. Actually, it was about a year ago now. And it wasn't like the pressure, right? It was a very low key sales process. The guy's like, hey, go for a ride. Let's do this. Let's do that. He's like, you really don't need a bike. You already have a really nice bike. Like, why are you buying? And I'm like, well, I want a faster road bike, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, okay. He kept asking questions. What do you do? Why do you do it? Like, where are you going to put it? You live in an apartment. What are you going to do with it? He started asking me all these questions, and I was giving him the answer. And as I was giving him the answer, what do you think I was doing to myself? I was giving myself the answer. Because he was low pressure, low key, he didn't really care because he didn't make a commission. It was just his job. He was like, do you, boo? Whereas when we come into sales programs, right, and we're super highly motivated by getting a commission check, guess what? Mr. and Mrs. Jones can smell that off of you. You're like the dog that you're like the fearful kid that is being smelt by the dog. So when you guys make a phone call, right, and you're doing a follow-up call, let's just talk about follow-up calls real quick. When you're doing a follow-up call, here's how I teach my clients, right? Here's how I teach my clients. We've made thousands of calls using this opener, and it works so well. And you're going to go ring, ring. Like whenever you guys role play, just say ring, ring, right? Just type in ring, ring. Malcolm, ring, ring. See, Malcolm knows. Like the minute we say ring, ring, it's just a sign. So I want you guys to use the words ring, ring. So ring, ring. Hey, Vikram, right? Not, hey, is this Vikram? Is Vikram there? I want you to say, hey, Vikram. Then I want you to say their first name and last name. Vikram Diol. So you're going to say, hey, Vikram. Hey, Vikram Diol, right? Hey, Vikram Diol, right? But you can't just be like, hey, Vikram Diol. That's weird. It's the wrong cadence. So we're going to say, hey, Vikram Diol, right? This is what we teach inside the Real Estate Sales Academy. We role play 3 times a week, right? We do Q&As. So there's plenty of opportunity where you guys can ask me questions. We go over your scripts. We go over what you're saying, why you're saying it, what you're saying, like how to become a better communicator, how to listen, right? How to use your speed. But it'll be ring, ring. Hey, hey, Vikram. And you guys will notice things. I'm saying, hey, like you'll notice those things, right? So, hey, Vikram. Yeah. Vikram Diol. Yeah. Who's this? That's what they're going to say. And you're going to say, hey, it's just Vikram with Real Brokers, right? So if I'm calling you, I'll be like, hey, John. Yeah. John Smith. They're going to be like, yeah. And be like, hey, it's just Vikram with Real Brokers. And then you're going to take a little bit of time to say that. You don't want to say that fast. You're going to be like, hey, it's just Vikram with Real Brokers. And it looks like you recently responded to an ad about, maybe possibly getting some information on a 1, 2, 3 Success Drive. I just had some time now to see if we could even possibly help you. And I was curious. Have you found what you're looking for, or are you still looking for a new home? You guys, if you do that right there, right? If you do that right there, you will open up your conversations 97% better than the crap that you say, right? Most real estate agents go like this. Ring, ring. Hi, is this Billy? Oh, Billy, what's up? It's Rick with XYZ company. And I'm just calling you back because my CRM popped up and said, call you back, right? You guys, you are triggering sales resistance. You're talking too fast. You don't know what to say, right? People are like, I don't like scripts. I'm like, really? But you like the diarrhea that comes out of your mouth? Like, come on, people. If you don't use a script, you don't care. And the reason you don't do a script is because nobody taught you why you're saying what you're saying and how to say it in a way that doesn't come across as offensive and it doesn't make you sound scripted. The reason why you don't use a script is because you don't know how to transition from one sentence to the next sentence, because you don't know how to use ums and oohs and ahs. You don't know how to use verbal cues. So when we transition, right? Hi, Vikram. Yeah, Vikram Diol. Yeah. Who's this? Hey, it's just Bob with Real Brokers. And it looks like you recently responded to an ad about possibly getting some more information on 1, 2, 3 Success Drive. And I was just getting back to you, right? This is what you'd say to an older lead. And I'm just getting back to you now to see if we could even possibly help. And I was just curious, Bob, have you found what you're looking for, or are you still looking for a new home? You remove the pressure, right? You remove the anxiety. You have a reason why you're calling. They know exactly who you are. You go right into it. You don't waste time, right? We don't waste time asking, how was your weekend? How are you doing? People don't like that, you guys. Even if you're genuine, people don't like that. They have been so trained that when they hear, how are you doing? Or, hi, is this Bob? To hang up on you. So if you are in sales, especially real estate sales, and you want to learn how to have more conversion, right? You want to learn how to make more money. You want to learn how to get prospects to trust you, how to build rapport with you so that you can have influence with them. It might make sense for us to have a conversation. It might not. That's up to you. But it might make sense because the market that we're in is what we call a skills-based market. The market that we just left was a momentum-based market. The market that we just left was all about a person walks in and they tell you what you want, and it's your job to try to find that before the other agent finds it. The market that we're in now, getting the motivation out of your prospects is really hard. Like if you can't get the motivation out of them, if you can't figure out why they reached out to you, what their problems are, right? Not surface level problems. My house is too small. Yeah, we know that. Like my house is too big. Yeah, we know that. If you're 85 years old and you live in a 2-story house, what's the problem with the house? The main bedroom's upstairs. That's the problem. You can't afford to walk up the stairs anymore. If you're an 85-year-old couple, right, and you have a 2-acre house or 2-acre yard, what's the problem? The yard's too big. It's self-explanatory. But what's the real problem? Well, they have a hip issue. What's the real problem? Well, they're scared that if the hip breaks, what are they going to do? Husband's scared if the wife's upstairs by herself. She can't call for help, right? That's the real issue. And if you can get them to talk about that on a regular basis, you guys, oh man, your level of sales goes through the roof. And guess what? It's not because you're a salesperson. It's not because you're salesy. You actually became an advocate for your prospects and clients. And when you do that, the game changes. So if you're a referral only person, I only work on referrals. Vic, I don't work with people I don't know. I'm a referral only. The reason why you probably do that is probably because you don't know what to say. Right? If you knew what to say, wouldn't you want, like if you take a circle, what's up, Lion Sing? That's my brother. If you guys take a circle, right, of the people you know, it's this big. But if you take a circle of the people you don't know, it's a whole globe. So your market is huge if you know what to say to people that you don't know. Your market is pretty small if you only work with the people you know. So right now, it's more important than ever for you to acquire the skills needed to not go out of business. So again, you guys, cadence, slow. I'm not saying being soft, but just slow, right? Listen to what they say. Be prepared, right? Use ums and oohs and ahs in your transitions. You will make more, you will book more appointments. I can't promise you'll make more sales because there's a lot more that goes into a sale, right? There's knowledge that you need to have. There's product knowledge, market knowledge, right? You need to know the processes, things of that nature. But if you can go into a conversation knowing how to use tone, knowing how to use pauses, knowing where to drop the oohs and the ahs and the ums, you will win. So I'm going to do this one more time for you guys. Some new people on TikTok here, right? TikTok normally TikTok's killing it, but TikTok's kind of slow right now. Instagram, what's up with TikTok? TikTok, what's up with yourself? Why are you guys broken? Just kidding. So ring, ring. Hey, Vikram. Hey, Vikram Smith. Hey, yeah, it's just Malcolm here with Real Brokers, and it looks like you recently responded to an ad about getting some information on 123 Olive Drive, and I was just getting back to you to see if we could help. I was curious, if you've found what you're looking for. Or are you still looking for a new home? You guys do that, you win. I promise. If we can get that far in the conversation, you'll win. So if you want some help, right? If you need some assistance, you want to have a conversation, go to my IG, or if you're already on my IG or Facebook, LinkedIn, wherever you're at, send me a DM and we'll jam. We'll have a quick conversation. If we can help you, we'll share with you what we do. If we can't help you, we'll send you to somebody who can, and we'll send you on your merry way. And it'll be fun because guess what? If life ain't fun, why the fuck we doing it? Anyways, I love you. Peace. And I am 4 minutes late for my meeting.
Your appointment is confirmed for cutting massage.
It's what?
It's confirmed
At what time?
11